If you love Qiuyu or want to master her tricks, you're in the right place. From best combos to secret tech and the best cores, this guide covers everything for both Tier 0 and Tier 5 Qiuyu. You can use the timestamps to skip to any part of the video that you want to know about. 1. Important tips about every ability of Qiuyu. Main shooting. Tip 1. You can cast this even when you don't have boost, and if you spam it, you will fall down much slower. If you have Tier 4, you can hold this ability to completely stop mid-air even when you don't have any boost left. It can be used to surprise your opponents or wait for your other cooldowns. Sub-shooting. Tip 1. Just like main shooting, this can also be cast without any boost. You can use this while you don't have any boost to still keep moving. It acts in a similar way to Shadow Passive. Tip 2. The second derivation of this ability can be activated by backward plus sub-shoot. With this, you can stop in mid-air without boost, just like the Tier 4 derivation of main shooting. Main Mel. Tip 1. Forward plus main melee can cast Starspeed Phantom Sword, which can be charged up to deal more damage, but you will almost never need to use this. It is very telegraphed, which makes it easy to dodge. There are 2 specific scenarios where you will have benefit from using this. When an enemy is directly above your head and your shooting abilities aren't able to hit them. When an enemy is chasing you in a straight line but you don't have backward plus main shooting for disengage. Sub-melee. Tip 1. This can be cast and recast without boost too, and is good for repositioning when you don't have boost. Tip 2. The mark she throws has a hitbox and can be used to stagger an enemy. Tip 3. You can click this ability 3 times to perform a follow-up attack when you're in the red lock on range of an enemy after teleporting. It does not work when the enemy is in green lock on range. Tip 3. You can cancel the follow-up attack and still do the follow-up teleport if you press dodge just before it is about to hit. You can use this against enemies who block your follow-up attack. Backward plus sub-melee. If you have TIR 1, you unlock a new ability that lets you summon a sword that knocks up people from below. This is great for catching enemies that are near a corner wall or don't have boost. Alright, now that you know how each move works, let's talk about the best core to unleash Qiuyu's full potential. By now you must be wondering which core would be best on Qiuyu. Melee? Because she deals most of her big damage combo with melee, mobility, so you can get in range to hit people with ult faster, or even balance? For a balance of everything? Well, my little Tootsie Roll. You actually need shooting core to be able to cast your sub shooting faster, which is essential for a combo I am about to teach you. 3. Tips and tricks to set up combos. These tricks are arranged in increasing difficulty, with the last one being most difficult to pull off. When someone is chasing you, use backward plus main shooting to disengage their pursuit. Forward plus main melee can be used too. Attack from 2 different angles by using sub-shooting, then main shooting. Attack from 2 different angles by using backward plus sub-shoot and sub-shoot. Trick 3. Attack from 3 different angles by combining both Trick 1 and Trick 2. Trick 4. Attack from 3 different angles by using backward sub-shoot and sub-shoot followed up by a recast of sub-melee. For this, you will need to send out your sub-melee before you do this. It will stay on the ground for exactly 10 seconds, so you do not need to worry about it disappearing too quickly. Final trick. If someone is blocking you every time, this final trick is sure to work 100%, but is the most difficult to pull off. You first need to make sure that you have your ultimate ready to be activated. When you activate your ultimate AE, all your boost and your abilities have their cooldown completely reset. If you have your ult charge at 50%, you will be able to activate it. For this final trick, you do not need to send out your sub-melee mark beforehand. To start cast backwards plus sub-shooting, you have to be quick because this ability only stays in the air for just around 2 seconds. Just enough to pull this off, but not enough to allow for mistakes. Then, after dashing to either side, cast normal sub-shoot such that the angle at which both of these come at is different and it is harder to defend against. Then immediately send out your sub-melee mark and recast it to teleport. Click the ability a third time to trigger the follow-up, but you need to press ultimate and dodge to cancel the follow-up teleport and get another charge of your sub-melee A. Immediately use it to catch your opponent completely off guard as they expected you to follow up. When done correctly, it should look something like this. Four. Combos. That's enough talk about how to set up a combo, but how do you actually perform them once you're able to hit an enemy with a melee attack? Combo 1. This is for Starward Qiuyu players. After hitting the opponent with your melee, you can hit them 4 times before they are knocked down. To maximize damage and prevent this, press sub-melee after the 3rd strike. Combo 2. This is for Tier 5 Qiuyu players. Same as Tier 0. You can hit the enemy 4 times until they are knocked down, but instead of pressing sub-melee on the 3rd attack, press sub-shooting. This is a new ability unlocked with Tier 5 of Qiuyu. This is way better to do than the sub-melee variant because during this, Qiuyu is immune from any form of damage or knockdown. Combo 3. This is the highest damage combo which can be performed by Tier 0 Qiuyu. To start off, press main melee, same as before, and press sub-melee on the 3rd hit of main melee, then as Qiuyu is about to deal the final hit, press ult. Combo 4. This is a harder combo, but well worth the effort for its high damage and the fact it can be performed by Tier 0 Qiuyu. First do main melee, then immediately press sub-melee. For this, if we do 3 melee attacks first, the enemy will get knocked down before we finish the combo. Then, on the final hit of sub-melee, Qiuyu will normally dash to the ground. To cancel this, you need to press dodge right when the attack lands and catch the enemy before they fall with a main melee and then immediately press sub-shoot again. On the final hit of this combo, you can press ult to make it even longer, but I do not recommend it as your characters deal less and less damage the more attacks you do in the same combo. You should just end the combo with a normal hit rather than waste ultimate here. But if you still want that extra bit of damage, I will demonstrate both variations. Combo 5. This is the hardest combo on Qiuyu, and you need Tier 5 for this. To start, perform the same combo as combo number 3, but on the final hit of Shallow Return, instead of pressing ultimate, you must press dodge plus right or left to cancel the attack. If you press backwards, then Qiuyu will be too far to catch the enemy as they are falling, and if you press forward plus dodge, then Qiuyu might perform Skystar Phantom Sword when you press main melee again to catch the enemy as they are falling, which is not what we want. After hitting the enemy with the main melee, press sub-shoot on the 3rd hit to perform Stellar Motion and finish the combo. Together, it should look something like this. If you want a gameplay video or a video on how to counter Qiuyu, comment down below. If there are any other characters you would like a full guide on, be sure to comment their name.